Hello, this is Coach Colleen with Teentastic Families, and today we're talking about being a tired parent. It's kind of inspired because today I am tired, and we as parents, we have those days where we're just exhausted, and you don't have to be a parent of teens to be tired. I remember when I had three kids under 5 years old, and I remember thinking I felt like 80 years old. And so that does get better. But when your kids get to be teenagers, there is an exhaustion there that's more mental than physical. And so there's just some days where you wake up with a bit of a headache, you just aren't your best. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. And your kids need to see you being not at your best on top of the world. Because when they have days where they're not on top of the world, they need to see how to handle it. And just, being vulnerable with our teens and giving them that chance to show compassion. And you might have to instruct them to show compassion. You might have to cue them that, okay, I'm not feeling well. So if you're hungry for lunch, there's food in the fridge. Actually, could you make me something? It's sometimes we don't know what our kids are capable of because we just do everything. And we need to let them rise up and be everything that we have trained them to be. And so parents, let them help you, or let them open a can of soup and heat it up on the stove. If they don't make it exactly the way you make it, that's okay. Let them not make it the way you do. Let them make it their own way, and just let them do that for you. If they have the other response, where if you're not feeling well or tired and they're rude to you, well, I had plans. I wanted to go to the mall. You're going to have to cue them as to how to behave and how to treat you, because that's a life skill. As they get married or have relationships, they're going to have to learn how to be compassionate. And I know that there's a lot of teens out there that have disabilities, just even social development, that you're going to obviously have to cue them more so on this social behaviors and what's appropriate, what's not, what's the kind of thing to do, and just to be thinking of others. But you need to be at peace with yourself. Let yourself be tired. Give yourself permission to rest. It's a busy world, and it seems like that if you're not busy, you're not being productive, and your day has been useless because you did nothing, right? And so we live, especially in North America, we live with that mindset, and we raise our kids with that mindset because we want them to be independent. We want them to be successful, but we also have to show them too then how to rest. And my sister was 3 years older than me, and several years ago she died of cancer. And a little bit before that, a couple of years, she was a Christian. I'm a Christian. This is a Christian-based program. But she really felt God was telling her to rest. Different things she had heard, different podcasts she was listening to. It was amazing how so many of the speakers were talking about resting, and she didn't. She was a hockey mom and loved to do it, loved to be busy, but she was exhausted. And she was around 50, went to her doctor. I'm so tired. He's like, hello, you're just really busy. And she didn't take that time to rest. And she actually talked to me when she was diagnosed with cancer. She had cancer for a year and then passed away. And she, in reflection, she had often wondered if she had taken that time to rest, if it would have given her body that chance to maybe fight cancer when it was at its beginning stages. And I don't know. I mean, that's a question that may never be answered. Maybe research will show in years to come if that was a factor or not. But she regretted not taking the time to rest. So if you're going through a season of just being exhausted, listen to your body, rest. And I know on my posts on Facebook, I've been about once every couple of weeks, just like, okay, guys, take time for yourself. Let yourself rest today. And so I hope you do that and don't feel bad about it. If you watch a movie, some TV, or read a book, whatever your thing is, let yourself do it, and don't jump up if somebody comes into the room. I'm so bad for that. I feel guilty, and part of that is how you're raised too, right? So be kind to yourself and rest. That's it for today.